back to Stone and Grace. If you're new here, my name is Bristol, and I'm so glad that you're going to spend a few minutes of your day with me. In today's video, I take you to the mountains in North Carolina, and we go camping together. And then on the way home, we stop in Kernersville, and we do a little antique shopping at a antique mall called Vendor Vault. If you've never been there, it's in a big grocery store. They have lots of vendors and just all different kinds of curated booths. So I highly recommend checking that place out. That's one of the places, that's actually where my little girl got her rocking chair that we brought home. I shared those pictures a few weeks ago when we got back from our camping trip. But while we are camping, I show you our setup. We do primitive camping when we go camping. And, you know, I just share our experience with you because I think a lot of people are intimidated by primitive camping, but it can be a lot of fun. So I hope that you will enjoy the video. Grab your coffee and let's go thrifting. The area that we camped at was called Grassy Nolles. It was a private camping spot that this family is on their property and land that they own. They have a farm and they have horses, and what they do is they specialize in endangered horse species and breeding them and trying to bring them back to life, per se. They say it's a dying breed, that nobody cares for those horses anymore. So that's what they're trying to do. They're bringing awareness to them, and with each purchase or each family that stays at their property, they use the money they receive from payment for camping on their land, and it goes back into a fund that they have created that takes care of the property as far as the fences, because they are a large breed of horse and apparently they like to get out of the fences a lot. And the owner said that it's quite expensive to fix, and it goes back in their fund that they have dedicated for saving their breed. This is the back of the property. You have all of this acreage to yourself. It runs along a creek, and the owners actually have horses. I know it's kind of hard to see over there, but they are over there. And normally we would not have all these blue tarps, but unfortunately this time it has been a 75% chance of rain while we have been here. It really is a whole production for us to set up for camping primitive style. Now, that little blue pop-up tent here on the other side, that is a portable shower, a pop-up shower, and that's what we used to take showers. There was a portable outhouse that was at the top of the hill when you come in. Of course, there was running water that you were available to get from the side of their home. And I think a lot of people have a misconception of what camping food actually is. Like tonight, on this particular night, we were doing like fajitas. And one night, this is what they call hobo packs. You just put everything in a pack and put it over a campfire. Another night, we had lasagna and homemade sourdough bread. We also had Alfredo one night, and we made 2 peach cobblers over the fire. So, you know, there's more to camping than just hamburgers and hot dogs. This area was part of the Hanging Rock State Park. You could pay like an admission fee, I think it was like $4, to let my little girl swim. And my brother-in-law and my son actually got on the paddle boats, and I think it was like $10 an hour, something like that. But it was a beautiful area, and we had a picnic afterwards, and you'll get to see some of the wildlife that come up to you. But if you're ever in the area, it's definitely a spot worth checking out. You can even camp here on site. This is stuff that we enjoy when we are in the mountains, the slower pace style, not necessarily the let's go on the road all day. The park also has a waterfall on access to the park that is open to the public. Lower and upper cascading waterfall. The lower part has a swimming pool area. My kids really enjoyed that 2 years ago when we came. And at the entrance or exit, depending on when you're coming and going, there is this front porch creamery, and they have the best ice cream. I highly recommend the toffee coffee flavor. They make their waffle cones fresh, so they're warm whenever they put your coffee or your ice cream in it. It's so good. As we were heading back to camp one evening, they had a car show going through a small little town to get to the Grassy Knolles. And it was just fun to walk around and see all the cars. My son really enjoyed this. Being we were so close, within an hour drive, we went up to Pilot Mountain the next day. Of course, we visited Mayberry. And if you ever take a squad tour ride, make sure you ask for Roger. He is amazing. He is perfect with kids, great. I cannot remember because we did it this past time and it took 3 carloads for our bunch. But whenever we went 2 years ago with just my children and my husband, I believe at the time he said him and his wife had 11 grandkids. So he was phenomenal. He was so knowledgeable about Barney and Andy, and it was just so much fun. So if you ever get the chance to go, it's worth the money, and always ask for Roger because I'm sure you will never be disappointed. Being we were so close, we did go to Pilot Mountain State Park as well. It was a little bit disappointing just because it kind of looked like it had been run down. The upkeep wasn't there like it was at Hanging Rock State Park. When we came 2 years ago, it was just my husband and I and our 2 children, and it had been closed off. So I think the storm had come through and kind of just turned everything over. There was a lot of trees that were down, and they just hadn't really upkept the park. The view was beautiful, but it definitely could have been better. My husband had found a candy dish on Facebook Marketplace, and it was located inside the vendor vault in Kernersville, North Carolina. So being we could go that way, on the way home, we decided to stop in and check it out. And we ended up leaving with quite a bit of goodies. My husband left with his candy dish. My daughter left with her rocking chair. But as you can see, there's definitely something here for everybody. They've got vintage, antique, new, primitive, eclectic, retro. It's all inside. You can find it here if you ever visit. I have been looking for the famous 1970s vintage Homeco home interiors fall picture here. This one's at $65. I should have bought it, but I've just been holding out to find one back home because we were just like crammed for room, especially with purchasing the rocking chair. And I just really love this cabinet with the hand painted little hens on it. Thought it was a perfect little jelly pie safe. It was just adorable. That you enjoyed the video, and that I would love to know what you thought of our primitive camping setup. I know not primitive camping is not everybody's style, but we have fun and we enjoyed it, and it was good to have my in-laws be there, especially for my kids. They were really excited. My little girl was more excited than my son because he is not a primitive camper, but he'll go. And I would love to know what you thought of the vendor bot. Have you been? What would you pick up if you did go? Or what would you have seen in the video footage that you would have snagged and brought home with you? Until next time, friends, I'm so thankful that you're here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm so excited for those of you who hype my videos. It means the world to me. I still can't believe that I have that feature, but I owe it all to you guys. And I appreciate each and every one of you all so very much. And thank you again for your continued prayers for my aunt. She has been moved to the rehab facility for therapy. She's getting physical and occupational therapy, and we can't wait till she's home so we can go on another adventure. And until next time, friends, thank you again. I just can't say it enough, but happy thrifting.